Hi everyone, my name's Heather, and I I wanted to start a YouTube channel because I feel like I've tried to lose weight so many times before, and it never really sticks. So what I'm hoping to do is to stay accountable to put up videos, but also to kind of motivate myself so that going forward, I can, look back and hopefully there is a forward where I'm consistently uploading videos, losing weight, keeping myself accountable, motivating other people, following other people who motivate me, and seeing where it goes, I guess. I've never done this before. I'm super nervous. I'm not going to edit this. So hopefully, oh, this is my microphone, by the way. I do podcasts, so I'm not nervous about that, but I've never really done something so personal like this before. So it really, really is nerve wracking for me. So if you find me obnoxious, I promise in the future I might not be. I can't promise that I won't be, but I might not be. So I'm Heather. I live in Las Vegas. I am 26. I own two small businesses, host a podcast. Um, I like cats. I like I like a lot of things that are political. I don't know. I guess you don't really know so much about me, and eventually, hopefully, you will. Um, so my current weight right now, where I'm starting at, is 305. This is the most that I've ever weighed. Well, technically 306, but I got on the scale and it said I dropped a pound. So, um, hopefully that stays consistently dropping. Uh, I've never weighed this much, and so it kind of is a big alarm clock going off for me to say, okay, it's enough of that uh, not really caring what I weigh. I've always been the kind of person who will eat what I want. I'll exercise like crazy, but I won't change. Oops. I won't change how I eat because I just don't want to. Well, when I was about 19, that worked well. But I'm 26 now, and it's not smooth sailing anymore. I can't just eat whatever I want to and screw the rules of weight loss. When I was about 20, 19, 18, 19, 20, I lost a lot of weight. I lost about 40 pounds, and I was doing great. But then I just started slacking. I moved and then gained weight back. I moved from a neighborhood where I could easily run in, and I was running, but not to sound like Forrest Gump, I was running. I I just I moved to a neighborhood that wasn't so great for it. Like there weren't a lot of streets I could run down. It was more next to a highway, and I don't know. It just wasn't a great place for exercise. Um, so I kind of got out of it, and then I moved to Las Vegas from Charleston, South Carolina, and then I really got out of it. Like, when I moved here in 2014, I was at exactly 273, and so I've gained quite a bit of weight. I've lost weight, and then I've gained it back, and then I've lost it again, and then gained it back again. So it's been just a never-ending cycle of yo-yo dieting that never seems to go anywhere, and that's always been how I've lost weight. I consistently will lose 10 pounds and then think like, oh well, I've lost weight, so I can have this whatever sugary snack you want to fill in there, and then I'll spiral out of control, gain the weight back with interest, and then start over again. But each time it feels like I gain a little bit more. So I'm really, really trying to break that cycle. Um, so my goal weight is to lose about half of what I weigh now and then see how I feel. And I mean, I'm 5'8", so on me, like 150 could probably be exactly what I want. I'm not sure yet. Um, so there's like a laundry list of reasons why I want to lose weight. I think everyone kind of has that. Like, I know it's for me. Like, I know I want to lose weight for myself, not really for anyone else. I'm engaged. I mean, my fiance loves me. I've never doubted that. He doesn't care what I look like. Like, I look nice today for you guys. It's not really for him at all. I will be showered and in sweats by the time he gets home. So, um, I I've never really cared so much how I looked. I've always been pretty confident with my weight, but I feel like just now it's dawning on me that it's more for health than for looks. And in the past, excuse me, I've lost weight and it's been for appearances. Like I've wanted to fit in more when I was younger. I've always had issues with my weight since I was a small child. So it's nothing I'm new to. It wasn't like, something traumatic happened and I just started gaining weight. It was just growing up. That was a thing. We didn't have a lot of money to buy healthier foods, and so when you don't have money to buy healthier foods for a family of 5, you tend to get whatever you can afford, which was usually stuff like Hamburger Helper and yeah, really like full of carbs, very little nutrients, like pasta and anything that would cost about $5 to $10 for the entire family, which I mean isn't leaving a lot of room because my family had, for the most part, a lot of income issues. So it was definitely a struggle then. But now I'm getting married. I want to eventually have children, but I don't want them to kind of have the same experience I had growing up, where my mother has always been very thin, but my father wasn't, not as far as I can remember. So we didn't get to do a lot of stuff with him. He died when I was 10, which was mainly because of his weight, which is another factor why I want to lose weight. But um, he, we couldn't play around outside and go do stuff, and just there was not really a lot of energy he had to give to us. So it was really difficult as a child to see that. But like at the age of 10 and under, I understood that, his weight kept him from doing things. And I'm at the point now where my weight keeps me from doing things, and I don't like that. I I've always been a very active person. I would just eat whatever I wanted to eat, and that's where I would have issues with weight. So I'm kind of at the point where I want to figure it out. Um, Also, I'm fairly certain that I could be diabetic. I don't go to doctors because I've always been overweight, but I've always been pretty healthy. And so I've never had like broken bones or anything that would make me go to a doctor because I didn't need to. I I had to get stitches one time, but it's because I had a big cut on my foot from playing soccer. Um, that's it really though. Like that's the only major thing I've had. And even then, I mean, being weighed and stuff and having a doctor tell me, okay, you really need to lose weight, but I've never had a reason why. Like there was never diabetes in the past or anything that would say, okay, this is causing, your weight is causing this. So I guess I never really had to have someone tell me, like, you always hear like these weight loss stories where people say, I went to the doctor and they said, oh, if you keep this up, you'll die within 5 years or something. I've never had that dramatic moment. So I guess for me, it's not really real, if that makes sense. I don't know. I kind of just want to do it for myself. I want to love myself. And I've usually been like the person who makes everyone laugh and who's always confident and always just in a good mood. But on the inside, I've always felt like I, I had to mask something. Like I had to cover up the fact that I was uncomfortable with myself. And that was always a big issue. Um, so enough about that. That's depressing. I uh I want to how I want to lose the weight that I want to lose is by being mindful of what I eat, like not just sitting down and snacking because I want to, but by uh like eating for energy and for fuel and not just out of habit. I come from a family that is very big on eating for entertainment. Like, well, I'm bored, so I'll eat. Or binge eating because why not? I had there was a big social function one time that I went to, and everyone else was eating, even though we had just gotten dinner. So I was asked, well, why aren't you eating? Are you on a diet? And I was like, no, we just ate dinner. I'm full. And a family member said, so? I mean, I ate dinner too and I'm still eating. I'm like, no. uh, it's always been a big, I come from the South where like food is a big part of family and it's really like difficult to have family outings in my family not surrounded by food. And so for me, that's always been a big, like, social thing is like, I'm going home in a couple of days. And I know that, like, when I get there, there's going to be a lot of, well, what places do you miss going to eat at? And so I have to now struggle with, saying no to these places when I want them. Like, I want to eat at the places that I love. And my family will go out of their way to take me to them. And it's a big willpower thing, and I don't have that. So I will be on social media for the next 2 weeks while I'm back home, looking for any inspiration uh, to keep me from slipping. But I I think for a lot of people, they struggle with that. Like, I know what I should eat, but I know what I like to eat. So for me, there's always that issue. I don't want to diet in a way that restricts so much of the food that I like. I think, and this is probably a big part of why I weigh what I weigh now, but you only have one life, and it's like, this is it. So I don't want to restrict myself so much that I'm miserable. But at the same time, I know that if I continue eating what I want, whenever I want, that, my one life is probably shortened. Um, so yeah, that's that's pretty much how I want to do it is by exercise and not so much dieting. Even though I know I will have to restrict the foods that I eat and eat in moderation and like eat healthier. I can do that. It's just I don't want to be one of those people who's like following a program where you eliminate pasta or, no french fries ever or, zero sugar at all. I understand it'll take longer, but I just want to be a happier person. And in the past, I've cut out soda and that's fine. I have no problem doing that. I've eliminated sugar and I lasted 2 weeks and everyone thought I had started taking drugs because which is weird because normally I'm a very peppy person. And so for 2 weeks I cut out sugar And everyone was like, "You're not yourself. What is wrong with you? Have you started taking drugs?" And I was just kind of like, it's really weird that when I'm not hyperactive, like you think drugs are involved, but when I'm bouncing off the walls, like that's normal. Um, I don't know if anyone else has that issue, but I was a normal person for 2 weeks, and it was weird. Um, I I know that eating better foods will make you lose weight faster if you eliminate everything that's bad. But I just feel like that's kind of, I don't know. I'm not saying anyone who does that is depressing or um, isn't living a happy life. I'm sure they are. I just feel like for me, that would be difficult. And I know it, like, weight loss is difficult. I understand that. So I don't want to sound super naive. But I'm just being real. Like, I know myself. I know if I were to start taking out everything I like, I won't stick with it. Um, I think that's about it. So I will check back in next week with my channel and post a new video, hopefully better. Super nervous for this first time, but I will get there. Um, I plan on weighing in and posting videos once a week to kind of track my progress and maybe other videos too. I think I'm definitely going to make videos about why I want to lose weight because I feel like for myself, it'll be important to look back, but for other people also who may have the same goals and reasons why they want to lose weight, it could be helpful. I don't know. Um, if anyone actually watches this and you're still here for some reason, thank you. Uh, Please comment and let me know how your weight loss journey is going. Um, if you want to be accountability partners, I can do something on Facebook and social media. I'm on Instagram and Twitter and everywhere because, like everyone else, I'm glued to my phone and the internet. So just, yeah, let me know. And I will be excited to be your friend. Um, have a great week, and I will probably record another video from South Carolina. And so we'll see how it goes. Bye!